All right, excellent. So this is the best Christmas play story ever written by committee. When David showed me this particular play, I thought it was hysterical. I just couldn't get past it. I just thought it was so funny and made so many cool points. And it's also going to bring it all together, the whole story, once we get through the things that committees do. So you have to decide for yourself as you watch, is this committee Methodist, Presbyterian, Episcopalian, Catholic? You get to decide. My particular vote is Presbyterian because there is no wine involved in the meetings. That's all I got, folks. My humor is not any better than that, so I think I'll leave the stage. Please enjoy our play.
The task was simple. Write, produce, and present the best Christmas play ever. So I'm sure you all can imagine what the most important first step may be. Find an experienced writer. No. Find a director to guide a successful production. No. You see, most organizations realize when striving for excellence that there's only one most important first step to take. To form a committee. Therefore, a committee was formed, and the best part, no experience required. Anybody gets a say. Their mission, of course, to conceive and present the best Christmas play ever. They set out on this mission with a sense of purpose and a sense of destiny, however, with very little sense of direction. We'll be joining the group tonight for their meeting. It's a few months before opening night, and things are starting to come together. And now, it is my pleasure to proudly present the committed committee of Christmas Cheer and the best Christmas play ever written.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you could have a seat. Everyone have a seat, please. All right, looks like everybody's here, so I'll call this meeting to order. The purpose of this meeting is to write this year's Christmas play.
Mr. Chairman, what is this year's theme?
That is our first order of business.
Do we have a title?
How can we have a title without a theme?
A good title leads to a good theme.
Actually, a good theme should lead to a good title.
How many characters is this play gonna have? And dialogue. We need good dialogue.
Would you please settle down? We're not talking about dialogue. Our first order of business is to come up with a theme.
For the play or for the entire season?
The play.
Well, shouldn't the theme for the play coordinate with the season?
Our only task is to write and present this year's play.
And we need a strong title to bring people in.
But we need an idea, a theme to build on.
I think the title is most important.
I agree, then we can advertise.
Do we have a date yet? But what about a price?
What price?
A ticket price. How else are we going to fund the play?
Don't we usually get the funding in advance?
We have to pay the money back, so we need to decide on a ticket price.
We need a budget.
How much did we spend last year? We can't just use last year's budget. Prices have gone up. It's a place to start.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, we have a place to start. We need to decide on a theme. The floor is open for ideas and discussion.
What about a Santa Claus theme? We could get a sleigh, some reindeer. We could put a chimney with a hydraulic lift to put Santa up and down.
Are you crazy? That would be expensive.
We'd have to raise our ticket prices to cover the cost of set construction.
The theme has to be religious.
But it's Christmas. It's got to be fun.
Religion can be fun.
Not as much fun as Santa Claus.
Right. Everybody loves Santa. and presents and stockings and reindeer.
The theme has to be religious.
Look, if everyone could please just sit down. If we're going to write the best Christmas play, we have to focus. First, we need a theme for this year's play.
Well, what if we change the perspective?
Change the perspective. It's a Christmas play.
Well, I know that, but what if the play were told from the viewpoint of a minor character? Say, one of the reindeer.
Well, it better be the lead reindeer.
Hush. Well, if not a reindeer, how about an elf in Santa's workshop?
It has to be religious.
Okay, well then, how about the viewpoint of one of the shepherds, or even the innkeeper?
Well, that is an interesting idea. But we need a theme.
Well, if we use this idea of a different perspective, then we can have a viewpoint of Christmas from the outside.
That might work. Now, if we use these ideas for theme and perspective, what's our setting?
Well, we have to decide on whose perspective we're using before we can decide on a setting.
Okay, it has to be religious. And I'm not talking I'm talking religious purity, not religious parody.
And so it went. Hour upon hour of committee meetings, motions by the dozens, writing and rewriting, casting and rehearsals, all done in the name to get the play ready to present. Unfortunately, as is the issue with many committees, compromises were made. The resulting work, a monument to hard work and diligence, if somewhat lacking in cohesion and direction, but it was the best Christmas play ever written by committee. Let's get a glimpse of rehearsals midway through the process. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. We have heard the good news, and we come to worship the newborn King.
All are welcome.
The angels came to us,
It's a little bit scary.
but it was awesome.
So we dropped everything and came right away.
It is a glorious occasion. Thank you for coming.
We wouldn't have missed it for anything.
Merry!
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane.
As I was saying, ho, 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 Merry Christmas.
Sorry I'm late. I couldn't find the chimney. But I brought gifts for the festivities.
That's very nice of you.
Thanks. I enjoy my job. It's a little busy this time of year, but at least I get summers off.
Oh, that's nice. Sounds like an interesting job.
Oh, it is. I sneak in the middle of the night, I distribute my presents, I make a hasty exit.
That sounds a bit sketchy.
Oh, no, I've got it down to a science.
So you've had this job for a while.
Had it so long I don't even remember when I started.
What child is this? No, wrong child. Sorry. This isn't my room.
Well, that's all right, but you're welcome to stay.
No, thank you. I must have taken a wrong turn at the end. Good night.
That was close. She almost saw me.
Are you afraid of children?
Oh, no, I love children. I just have this rule that when I bring my presents in, I don't want to be seen.
That's a bit odd, but if it works for you,
Keeps up the mystique.
We three kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse afar, field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star.
Greetings.
Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light.
Greetings. We have traveled a great distance to worship the newborn king.
Oh, wait. You have presents? Oh, I hope you brought enough for everyone.
I'm afraid not. We only bring gifts for the newborn.
Bummer.
Not to worry, I've come prepared. That's assuming you've all been nice.
Oh, I have. Me too.
Got you covered. It's in here somewhere.
We have gold.
And frankincense.
And myrrh. Oh, can't top that. Sorry, gotta go. Busy night, lots of miles to cover. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Interesting fellow.
I liked his outfit. Yes, but it's not very practical if you're a shepherd.
No, that's very true.
You appear to be gentlemen of great importance. What brings you to Bethlehem?
We followed the star.
It led us to you.
We knew we'd find the newborn king.
That star is bright. It was hard to sleep with all that light.
Yeah, well, anyway, we come bearing gifts. I bring gold to signify wealth and good fortune.
I bring frankincense.
And I bring myrrh.
Why, thank you. They seem like frightfully expensive gifts for a baby.
They are gifts fit for a king.
And so it went. What you just saw was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that can't be right. Let me start over. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth version of this year's play since the beginning of rehearsals. The total number of versions is far too high to count, but the committee, ever faithful to its stated goal, continued to work on improving the play. They would settle for nothing less than the absolute best version possible. Toward that end, a meeting was held after Every rehearsal, every aspect of the performance, lines, props, staging, lighting, even sound was scrutinized with an eye towards achieving perfection. The committee wouldn't rest until that perfection was achieved.
I call this meeting to order. We have a few more weeks until opening night. Any suggestions?
Yes, I think the shepherd should do more singing.
If we add any more singing, we're gonna have to cut lines.
Well, the singing is the best part. We could cut some of Joseph's lines.
No, Joseph's the father figure. His lines are important.
He should be the strong, silent type.
Exactly. The wise men need more lines to explain the importance of the gifts.
And give some background on the journey.
I think Joseph should sing. He's got a much better voice than the shepherds.
We don't need any more singing. We need more lines for the wise men.
Right. Wise men, the gifts are an important part of the story.
And so we need more lines to explain the importance of the gifts.
And the journey.
Well, if you would just let the shepherd sing more of We Three Kings, the problem would be solved.
Well, if you're singing about gifts, Santa's your man.
Please, we can't be making major changes this close to opening night. We need to concentrate on polishing what we have.
And adding more lines for the wise men.
More singing for the shepherds.
Wise men!
Shepherd!
Wise men! Wise men! Wise men!
Please settle down. We have more work to do.
I think we need to redo the set. This stable is too drab. It needs to be cheerier.
And what about the children?
What about children?
Look, children love Santa. The audience loves children. And what happens when you have more children? You have more parents, and they have to buy more tickets.
Great idea. If we get enough kids, we can sell out 2 shows.
And just who is going to be looking after all these kids?
Well, and costumes. We're gonna need more costumes.
Well, we have some children's choir outfits. Maybe they could sing too.
The shepherds do the singing.
Children are cute. What about a song with Santa?
The shepherds do the singing.
Kids are cuter.
The glorious sight of a committee in action. The debate raged on for weeks leading to opening night. Should the shepherds sing more or less, or not at all? And what of the wise men? Should their gifts be bigger or smaller? What about their headdresses? Should they wear turbans or crowns? And should Mary wear a royal gown or the old clothes of a traveler? Then there was Joseph. Should he narrate the scene, or should he stand by quietly like the strong, silent type? All these questions had to be answered. There was even discussion of a Santa subcommittee. Finally, opening night was upon them. All of the planning and hard work had to be staged. The actors, having faithfully rehearsed through all of the changes, waited for the final decision to be made. Then the committee, still wrangling with the thorny issues of dialogue and costumes and character roles and stage lighting, and they needed to make a decision. Was compromise even possible? Finally, a decision was made by the majority with, am I reading this right? Santa being the only dissenting vote? Really, Santa? And now, the finished product was ready to present in its entirety. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill towards men." And so, the committee finally decided that the best Christmas story ever written was the drama that actually happened all those many years ago.
Silent night,
Holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
Hey, David. David, can you step out? Can we give a big applause for David who wrote this play? Thank you.